everyone, welcome back. I have a new project for you, and I thought it was a good idea. It would be a nice gift for someone, so I wanted to show you what I had done with Tracie Fox Creative, her birth month Botanical Collage collection, her digital kit. It's absolutely gorgeous, as everything is that Tracie creates. So my first project that I came up with was a birthday date keeper, and I started it because it takes a little bit of time, but I'm going to hopefully finish it with you. And so I want to show you the start of it, what it looks like. And it's a tab binding system. It's a lot of fun and it's pretty easy. And what I thought was each tag is a month, and on the back you write down everybody's birthday in January that you have, your relatives, your friends, whoever, and it's like a birthday date keeper, so you remember whose birthday's in the month and make some cards to send out to them. So and we can further embellish this, but this is going to be the basic setup for it. So I did a few already. So what I did was I printed out the kit, and then I printed some just some neutral color on the back, so you could write it, but it wouldn't be white. So January, and then February, and then March, April, May, June, July, August so far. So I just wanted to hopefully finish it with you, and then give you some other ideas to you could further dress it up and enhance it, and it'd be a really nice gift for someone too, I think. And still January, so I think it'd be, and something you'll always keep too. So let me just start. First of all, to do the tab binding system, whatever you're going to connect, you have to have an even number, and that's just how it works. So this is going to be obviously 12 tags, so that's an even number, so it's going to work. That's what it is. And then what I'm using, which if you don't have it, you can use masking tape or any other kind of tape you have. You can use washi tape, but I would probably use glue with the washi tape to make sure it sticks. But what I'm using is the Holtz linen tape, and I happen to have this one with the flowers on it, so that's what I'm using, and it's really sticky tape. So, and he's got a bunch of different designs on that too. So what I did was cut up a bunch of probably like 1-inch pieces. So that's what I have here, and I'm going to show you what I did was some tags have, she has the flowers of the month, and some months have more than one flower, so you can pretty much pick and choose the one you want to use. And then the big main tags here, I think I printed maybe 1 or 2 extras that I needed to make the 12 months. I think that's what I did. So, but you'll know once you print it out. So what I did, first of all, was cut out, and I printed, I didn't print, oh, that one I forgot to print on the back, but that's okay, because I just printed that extra. I needed that one. Isn't it beautiful? I love that butterfly. I hate to cover it up. So anyway, what I did was I cut the main tag, I cut the birth month flower that I wanted, and the little sticker that says the month on there. And then I inked it. Let me get my ink here. You don't have to ink if you don't like to ink, but I'm just going to show you how I did it. So once I cut out my tags, I took my vintage photo and I'll ink it up. And then we don't have to ink the other side of this one. yeah, I had just printed this extra one up. I needed it, so I forgot to print on the back, but it's not a big deal. But that's what I would suggest to do is, like I did, I printed on the backs, just like a nice soft pattern. So it gives you something to look at, but also you can write on it. So you can like mass do this, you know, cut all your tags out, separate them by month, give them all an ink at one time. And so once I inked all that up, now this is what I did. I have a brown pen, and I actually got these on Amazon, and I'll put the link below, because sometimes I don't want to sew on the sewing machine. Maybe I didn't feel like it. So on this one here, I did not sew, but I did the faux stitching with my brown marker, and I think it looks fine. It looks really nice. So you can stitch around your tags if you want, or use a pen and just go around. I'm sorry if it's a little boring to watch this, but I'll get done as much as I can in the time I have here. But you'll get the idea of what I did. So I have a couple other ideas of what to do with this kit too. It's just so pretty. And, you know, in this gloomy weather that we're all having, it's kind of nice to work with something that has flowers. Because spring will be coming. It'll come. And then I know most of us, you know, send birthday cards, so. And I did come up with an idea of making a birthday card also, because in the kit, you get some collage pages, and they are so pretty. And I have an idea to show you some cards I made. Okay, we're going to do the same with this one. So, I mean, I do sew. I have a machine. I love to sew. I've been sewing since I was a young child, but, you know, sometimes you just don't feel like it. Although it would, you know, would be beautiful to sew on these. But I thought, well, you know, not everybody sews. And I just wanted to do something for the people that, you know, don't know how to sew or don't have a machine. And I think this looks really nice. And I love these brown pens. I think when I ordered them, I think you get a pack of 3, and I think it comes with ink inside, obviously, but then I want to say they came with refills as well. Okay, so what I did was I cut the month down, and I'm going to glue it on this little tag here. In here. Okay, then what I did was I put this one on here, but I used some foam adhesive to lift it up off the tag. And here's another fun thing I got from Amazon, which I'll put the link below. Found this 2 rolls. You get 2 giant rolls of this foam adhesive, very, very sticky. And I think it was maybe $10. So I don't remember who I got this tip from, but it's really nice. Don't use your good scissors to cut this. I would just use a pair of, you know, just regular scissors. So, because I think the sticky will get on there. So what I did was I cut 2 strips, and I'm going to put them about there. But for $10, you get 2 giant rolls, and it's really nice. So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to peel these off. It's very sticky too. And then I'm going to center this on here and press it down. So it just gives it a little height and a little more interest, okay? All right, so if you were going to start the book, what you do is you have your tags in the order you want. So you would take your first tag, lay it down, excuse me, your first tag, lay it down, and you have your second tag here, right? So you're going to start with 3 tapes. So you're going to take your first tag and you're going to put a half of a tape, 1 tape there, there, and there, okay, on your first tag. You're going to lay that first tag down, and you can see you have the 1, 2, 3 tags, okay? Then you have your second tag to go. So you're going to put a piece of tape here and here on the second tag. So you're going to stick one here and you're going to stick one here, okay? Then you're going to lay these tags next to each other, line them up the best you can, and you're going to attach, press it down, press it down, press it down. And so that's how you do that. You start with 3 on the first one, put 2 here, so 1 in between those 3, stick it on, and then when you adhere your next one, you're going to do 3, and next one is 2, and then so you alternate 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and now we're here, and see the 2 are sticking out. So what I'm going to do is line this up, and I'm going to put 3 now. 1, 2, 3. They don't have to be perfect, just as long as they don't interfere with the 2 that's on there already. So I'm going to try not to get my head in here, but I'm going to, and as long as you don't press this down too far, you can reposition these if you need to. So let me get that on here for you. It's gonna have to probably get my head in the way here. Okay. And I just slip it under there a little bit. And then one more. And once you start it, you can see how it goes. It's really, really easy. Okay. So then you see how that's going to go like that, right? Okay, so once I have my tabs on, flip it over, and I'm going to line these up. I'm going to stack them up and line them up like that. And you're going to take the 2 and flip them over, because you see the 2 that are here? Those are the ones that are going to connect to this one. So we're going to flip it over, line it up, and those 2 we're going to flip over and then give it a press. So now we have that one connected, okay? So now we have 3 here, our next, and then we'll go to our next tag now, which will be October, because this one was September. Okay, so let me get this together here. So you could, do all your cutting, take it all to the sewing machine if you want to sew it, or just use the pen. I hope everyone's having a good day, getting some crafting done. been watching some of the girls do the Junk Journal January. I did Junk Journal January last year and Junk Journal July last year, so I wasn't going to do it this year. But I really like what everybody is doing. Okay, so I'm going to glue my month on. Okay. Some other ideas I had that, you know, you can enhance the look of this if you want to really decorate it up. You can use some glossy accents, or I used the Seth Apter Vintage Beeswax embossing powder. And you know who uses that is Corey Dahman. And so I did buy some. I can link that down below as well. And it has like a beeswax color to it, a little vintage look, and it's really pretty. So I did do that on these flowers here, if you could see that shine. So that's really pretty. You could do it on every flower here, which I might still do. You can also put pretty ribbon or laces on the front, or make tabs for each one. That would be super pretty. You can add some Tracie labels, some butterflies, bugs, little sayings. I mean, you could really dress this up. But this is a nice, easy project. Kind of a no-brainer. I mean, once you start the first page, you know, you attach the first page to the second, it's really easy. Because you just go 3 tabs, 2 tabs, 3 tabs, 2 tabs. And just make sure you have an even number of pages, whatever you're connecting. It'll work only with an even number. Just watching my time here. So I have to remember to link the foam adhesive on a roll, the brown pens, excuse me, and the Seth Apter Vintage Beeswax embossing. Okay, so we have that on. Now I'm going to put this together. Yeah, and you get 2 of those rolls. And it does come in different widths. I did buy the 1/2-inch width. You could get it wider, and I think they even have a thinner. And it's, you know, little bit of different price ranges for the sizes, but I thought 1/2-inch was probably a good size to work with. Okay, and then we're going to adhere this. Okay, and then back to our book here. So we have 3 ready to attach to this, so that means we need to put 2 on here. So we'll get 2 of these. And we're going to line it up and just eyeball it where it needs to go. One more. It really is sticky, this linen tape that Tim Holtz makes. Okay. Sorry if my head is in the camera, but I'm going to have to lean over and approximate where I need to put this. Let's just make sure that works. And you can always, if it's not where you need it, you can always pull it off before you push it on there and bring it down a little. Okay, that looks good. So then you take it, line them up, stack them up. They won't be perfect. Now I can see this one's overlapping here, so I'm going to move this one down a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, try that again. No, it still looks like it's. I'm going to move this down a little more. Okay, let's try it again. That's the beauty of that tape. Okay, so now we're going to put the 3 down. 1, 2, 3. And there's our October. See? Okay, and let's keep going. Let me see how I'm doing on my time. Okay, so isn't that pretty, that pink? And there's, you have so many tags and flowers. Boy, this kit could just, you could make so many projects with this beautiful tag birthday kit that Tracie put together. I have a couple more ideas, I think, in my head. The background that I did print on my tags is a kit I own from Marlene at Uniquely Ella. I think I will look and link it. It's her vintage floral French documents. I'll link that kit, but she has a couple background pages in the kit, and I love it. So all my tags are printed with that on the back. So we're gonna put the little month on here. And then get our pen. I think this would be really nice gift for your girlfriend. And it's something that you'll use every year. And there's enough room on the back, you know, for birthdays, even if you have a lot of birthdays in your family or your friends. And what you can even do is you can just add a piece of coffee dyed paper if you run out of room. You can hinge a piece of coffee dyed paper on the top of the back of the tag to add more. I know this part is kind of probably boring to watch, but it is fun to do. Kind of relaxing. But you can always fast forward through this part. Okay, and then we're going to put our adhesive on. I'm looking at the time here because I don't know if we'll get December done on here, but I'm just at least giving you the mechanics of this and the idea. So that's Tracie's Fox Creative, her birth month Botanical Collage Kit. I'll put this on top. It's pretty sticky, so be careful, because once it gets down on the paper, it's not going to come off. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love this. Okay, so we have these two that are going to attach this here, this tag, next one. So we need to add 3 for the next tag, okay? So we're going to get 3. And of course, you know, it's hard to get the paper off when you're on camera. Okay. And remember, as long as you don't press down and just place them, you can always reposition them when you stack them to check to see if they're gonna line up, because you don't want them to touch or overlap. Because I don't want to get my head in the camera there. I'm just going to eyeball it first and then take a look. Okay. Okay, so now put that here and let's check the lining up, and that looks good because they're not overlapping. So once I have it lined up, we're going to press down the 2 that were sticking up originally to connect this next tag. And those are the 3 we just put on for the last tag. And there we go. Now, I will start, the last one is December. I will start it. I don't know if we're going to have time to finish it because my device I try not to go past 30 minutes so I don't get cut off. But let's just keep going for a few more minutes. So this would be the last tag that we need to put on here. And like I said, you can, you know, enhance this, decorate it, put some laces, use some, you know, embossing powder or crystal effects. You can add more tags, butterflies, words. You know, you could really, really dress this up. And I just want to show you really quick too. You know, from my previous video, you saw that I had some of this beautiful hand-dyed sari silk, and this color, you know, would go so pretty around here. You could make tabs with it, or when you're all done, just to tie it up, you could just use some pretty sari and put a ribbon around it and tie it up. So we'll keep going as long as I have a few minutes left, I think. So anyway, what we're going to do is glue this on. I'm going to do my faux stitching around, and being that this is the last tag, I'm going to stitch around both of these. I'm going to put the foam on the back, attach it here, and then we don't need to put any more linen tape because this is the last tag. So then you would just flip this over, line it up, flip those 3 over, and you are done. Okay? And it's not very thick. And you can write all your January people. You can write their dates and their names. You've got a lot of room here. And I said if you ran out of room, you can just hinge a piece of coffee paper to flip over here, and then you have double. And isn't it pretty? And just think if you took some embossing and just did each, I would do it before I attach these. I would take these tags and crystal effects, or use the embossing South After powder before you would put these on. And it would be so pretty too if you stitched around everything. It's just really, really pretty. You could really add a lot more to this and decorate it. So birthday date, reminder, keeper, whatever you want to call it. But I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know below in the comments. And I'll be back with some more ideas. And have a blessed day. Thank you.